There we go. Now we're live.
Hello, everyone. Oh!
With it.
Well, if you don't have a joke, I actually have a joke this evening.
Tell me about your joke.
All right. Well, what do small underwear and small dance rooms have in common?
No ballroom.
Bingo. I should have known you would know that one.
I was gonna say small ball.
All right, time to roll that footage.
Fab Studios presents Figure Action. That one's me.
What is
Also works
up,
for
everybody?
Also works for small dance halls and superhero costumes.
Oh, well, I'm sure there will be more ball jokes this evening. What's up,
I have
everybody?
nothing to fear but spheres itself.
9 o'clock. It's Thursday. If you're watching this here live, thank you very much. We're Figure Action. We're a collector's podcast, and we're here to bring you all the news and goings on between Transformers and other action figure lines. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about. There's still a lot of leftover stuff from SDCC, which, you know, I think this was probably one of the most eventful SDCCs for toys and collectibles in years. I don't think we've had one that's had this much since COVID.
And
So I think
hear something happened with the MCU. I'm not too familiar with it, but you know,
yeah, there were
a little bit of news for the MCU. I
Yeah.
heard just a little.
some reveals, some things that were shown that they didn't show off to the public.
Somebody was telling me that this SDCC wasn't all that. And I was like, what are you looking at? I was like, I've seen so many things.
Yeah.
Also depends on what you're looking for, because guess what? This was probably one of the least comic book related SDCC's news I've seen. So if you look at it for that, I totally get that.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, NYCC and SDCC, they've really been more about merchandise and media more than comics in the last 10 years. I think that's kind of an undeniable thing. It's unfortunate. I wish there was more of a comic book presence, especially as we're seeing stuff with like Skybound and all kicking off. You know, a lot of people are really digging the current Spider-Man run. It's, you know, it's unfortunate, but from a toy and a media perspective, there was a lot of good reveals. But let's get into it. Before we start, if you are watching us here live on YouTube, we've got that chat over there. Pop in, say hi. We'll be reading your comments throughout the course of the show. We want to know if you picked up anything cool, if there's anything that you saw at SDCC that you're excited about, or you know, if you just want to chime in on any of the stuff we're talking about. We'll be highlighting you throughout the course of the show. With that, make sure you smash that like button because it helps us out in the algorithm. If you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing. Maybe today's the day we earn your subscription. Our goal is by the end of summer to hopefully hit 1,000 subscribers so we can finally get the channel monetized. And also, while you're at it, check the link in the description below for our Teespring store. We got a lot of awesome designs. We got some of the best prices out there, and we got TFCon right around the corner. So if you want to rep us there, I recommend getting in a shirt order now. Anyway, let's go ahead and kick things off. Find out how everybody's doing tonight. If you picked up anything cool, we'll start off with a man you know, you love, and you've probably clicked on a bunch of his videos, Mr. T-Man978T. How are you doing? And did you pick up anything cool this week? I know you did.
Great. And yes, I did pick up some stuff. What did I get? Got this guy. I put up a review.
That's a guy.
Yep. Or no, it's a guy. And I got this guy, Mr. Dot. It's hard to keep this glasses straight with this daggone helmet on. I need to take the helmet off and warm up his glasses anyway, because I'll kind of wolf. I also got this thing that was already flying around. Whatever sound it makes. He's good. I like how heavy it feels. It has a little bit of weight to it. Let me not oversell it. Thanks to medium reviews. I got this.
Oh, I thought you already picked them up from GameStop.
Well, I looked at it, but I was like, meh. Well, he found to force my hand. But and I did get this. But then I was like, I need that money back. Because I had other stuff coming up. So this is on loan to me from Junkion Crafts and Builds, Mike. So I can compare it to this. This is also on loan to me.
Oh.
So stay tuned for that. Might be ending things promptly. And you let me know this as well.
Oh,
If
is that
you
the
know,
yeah.
You know, the bone collector dude.
Do you know if that's the bloody one?
I don't
He
think
doesn't.
it is.
He didn't get any bloodies.
Let's-
Believe me, if Mike had a bloody, I'd know.
Yeah.
That is not a bloody
No
bone.
bloody. He is clean. Super clean. And I have to figure out how to. Wait, is it not open? He didn't open this.
It is
Well-
not. Yeah, that is not a resealable clamshell, unfortunately.
Why would you just cut around the edges and the bottom? Then put a piece of tape down there. But I'm shocked he let me. He must have do it. Actually, no. He must not have reviewed this yet. But
You did.
he did. What the
Yeah.
heck?
You could buy bone collectors in groups of you can buy up to 3 bone collectors, and they actually army build really well if you know what to do with them.
Yeah, keep that mask on or swap the head.
Yeah, I can see a lot of people doing 2 masked to 1 unmasked.
Put the hands in here, see? Yeah, I see him at the bottom. That's cool. I mean, the way they were able to get the stuff in here, you just barely even see it. So that's cool. Well, that's all for me. How about you, Trustarscreamer? How are you doing?
Not
Let's
doing
give
too
you the
bad.
breakdown.
My internet right now, headlines North Carolina pretty much lost all its internet yesterday, so mine's been kind of spotty through and through. Got a couple things. I know I mentioned I got this last week, but I finally got this guy out of the box and on display. This is the Fog Toys Fantasy Alpha Series A, and this is I don't know if I'm going to do an actual formal review for this because this guy's been out for about a year, but this is an absolutely gorgeous display piece if you're into this kind of aesthetic, I gotta say. He actually has a separate head that is molded looking up, so he does not have a neck joint, which is so it's definitely more of a display piece, but I'm digging it. I really am.
I think if you have some
As far
things
as
to say
Apple
about it,
acquisitions,
do it.
pardon?
I said if you have some things to
What?
say about it, you can review it. Oh, never mind.
I think he froze.
Yeah, I know the thing you're saying. The internet must be dropping in and out again.
Yeah.
But I was actually able to find this guy out in the wild. I'm debating if I want to open him and keep him because he actually is exactly just like the other Carnage, but has weapons, which is kind of cool, and but it's kind of neat.
Oh, I think he dropped.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here
Hey.
too.
Carnage is awesome,
Yeah.
and he has a bunch of weapons.
Well, hopefully
But-
Dave's internet comes back and comes back a little bit better. I guess I can go in the meantime. So I'm doing all right. It's been a week. I've just been doing more training stuff, so that's been fun. And playing some video games, man. I've been really addicted to speedrunning Super Mario Brothers, and my best time is 6 minutes and 11 seconds, and I can no deaths, no glitches. I guess I'll be able to be satisfied when I get it to like 559 or better, and then
I
I'll
was
be like,
about to ask about the glitch thing. I saw some footage of somebody cheating on Donkey Kong, and Nintendo allows it or something.
yeah, they really they'll do stuff in Nintendo World Championships where they're like that strategy is not allowed because there's that glitch in NES Donkey Kong where you go to the first ladder and you go down and it puts you right at the top, and they're like, oh, you can do it, but then we're gonna rewind you. So, doing the stuff with Mario Brothers, there's certain things they allow you to do, and there's certain things that they don't. Like they don't allow you to glitch through walls. They don't allow you to do the thing in World 1 where you hit. I'm sorry, 4-1 or 4-2, where you hit the vine and then you go down like the third pipe and it sends you to the level select. So they're restrictive. So I'm doing more of a one in the confines of that, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. I got the NES controllers; they were on sale, and yeah, I've been enjoying those. I wish I had gotten them sooner. And then they actually have little button shortcuts you can do with the shoulder buttons to actually get back to the home menu. So, I'm pretty happy with those. As far as toy acquisitions go, I got a couple leader class. I think, thankfully, it's kind of like it's too hot right now to have my green screen up, but I would have had to turn it off because like it feels like everything I'm buying lately is green for whatever reason, or primarily green. So I got Springer from Studio Series, and he's pretty good. I mean, I don't know if he's really that good of an upgrade from the Siege one, but he certainly looks better, and I guess I gave the Wrecker Hammer to the Amazon recolor one, so I have my Wrecker's display, and I'm just kind of doing the core cast of the '86 movie for Generations, and then characters that I wouldn't get an MP scale. But I think he's great for what he is. I love the new gun that he comes with. I think he has an abundance of accessories. Do I think he's worth the leader price point? No, they should have kept him a Voyager and just given him why does he have the Wrecker's Hammer? And then, of course, they gave him the I've got better things to do tonight than die missile pod, but it's like it's so big it's masterpiece scale. So I actually gave that to my Fans Toys Springer. I was like, well, thank you for including a masterpiece scale accessory in with this.
Right.
I also got Swoop, and I like him. Oop. Yeah, the one knee on mine is, it's funny, like I have like kind of a QC issue with mine. It's not the end of the world, but on this knee is really weak. This one is, I guess this one's also the same, but this one's not ratcheted at all. Like
Are they ratcheted? I never noticed.
yeah, this one's ratcheted. Not so much here. I guess after the show I'll open that up and see what's going on in there. Unless you only have one functional ratchet on yours?
I just noticed both of them are functional.
Yeah,
I didn't even notice.
So yeah, I've only got one functional ratchet on mine. Not the end of the world.
They aren't that strong, to be honest.
Yeah.
Not if you hold them by the legs, so don't do that.
And then also too, I got the Fans Hobby Clench, which I really like. Originally, I was like, but it is an Optimus mold. It's Armada. It's Fans Hobby's Armada Optimus. I really like the base robot mold of this. And then after seeing Deluxe's review, I was like, okay, I'm in for this. And I'm glad I did. I mean, the trailer that he comes with is actually pretty cool. How it turns into like this turret station. I like the how it stores like the extra canisters. It is, if you really want to lump him in with G2, you can, because G2 Colossus exists. So I put him on my G2 shelf, and he looks right at home. I don't have any other Fans Hobby Eurobots, but with this one being an Optimus mold and also fitting in with G2 and being very unique, I bit the bullet, and I was like, okay, I'll get him. I'm glad I did, because this actually ended up, being like one of my favorite third-party purchases of 2024 so far. So,
would you say that he's MP scale?
He is, yeah. So he's Fans Hobbies MP scale. don't have anything. I guess I can compare him to Swoop. So he's a big bot.
Oh, you're big.
So, you know, I do enjoy it, but yeah, that's it for me. So I guess we'll see if Dave comes back, and hopefully his internet's better. In the meantime, let's say hi to chat so we can get into covering this news. We got a lot of stuff. Princeton actually beat Toy Mafia in here, coming in with the first comment saying hello, and he was really early, almost 6:24. So then we got Toy Mafia coming in saying yo, and remembering our friend Nightwingham. We got Aquatechy saying, let's get this party started right. Thank you for being here. We got Professor Soundwave coming in with a very French bonsoir. So we got Winston in here saying, let's get this party started. Good to see you, buddy. We've got McLattery saying, good evening, all. Good evening to you. We got DBang75 saying, hey, everyone. Good to see you, man. We've got Effortless Random saying, Deadpool and Wolverine was awesome and loved it. Glad to see that you enjoy it. I know for a lot of people, it's their first time back at the movies, which has been crazy to read about. We got Antoine coming in. Good to see you, man. We got Cerrone Games Go coming in saying, yo. We've got Lance saying, I'm in your time zone, boys. Yes, he is at Gen Con, and he's having a good time, so love seeing it.
Gen Con?
It's a tabletop board game convention.
Oh, I thought it was truly outrageous.
No, GEN, not JEM. Though it would be hilarious if he was at a GEM convention and he was dressed up like GEM. With the black arachnia body pillow. I'm going to bring that meme back come TFCon. Got Fluffy Pro saying, I ordered the first TMNT the first Turtle 2-pack by NECA. That's the I think that's the one with the sketches. Good to see you in here, Fluffy Pro. And Lance says he's got new picks dropping tonight, so look forward to seeing those. Got Ted Darkhall saying, hello, friends. Good to see you in here. And Cerrone Games Go saying, finally starting to play Unicorn Overload on Nintendo's, or Overlord on Nintendo Switch. I know a lot of people like that game. Got Stunning and Brave Megatron saying, what's up? Good to see you, man. And Brian Swanson saying, howdy, gents. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. We got Mike coming in saying, hello, gents. Apologies for not being in at the moment. No worries, man. I know you got a lot of stuff to take care of in Princeton. What's that?
So how dare you? Mike.
Princeton coming in with Dave's internet certainly coming up short. And Stunning Brave Megatron saying, I'm waiting on Fanstoy Trailbreaker and MMC Eject and Rewind to arrive. But the Trailbreaker is a good one. I kept the I still have the Fans Toys Trailbreaker and Hoist, and also got the X-Transbot Skids and the Fans Toys Sound Blaster a few weeks ago. I'll send you a link to it. But Iacon 3D Labs, they make a really, really good chest insert for the Sound Blaster, and I don't know what shipping would be to Canada for that, but it's cheap as it is, but it's very worth it. I'll send you the link to that. If I forget, just ping me on Twitter, and I'll get that your way. Let's get into some news, because again, we got a lot of stuff to get through. We didn't get to everything last week, so
definitely skip Optimus.
Yes, we'll be talking about him, and let's get into all the SDC stuff.
Yeah, there are probably 3 other Optimuses.
Yeah. So this is the SDCC roundup. There's some stuff that we looked at, but there's a lot more clearer pictures. More clear, yes. First up, we get this Autobot Cup Triple T. Now we see it comes with Leatherneck and Slaughter, and apparently this is the only way you'll be able to get your 3 3/4-inch Slaughter. Yeah, this looks really, really good. Although it's not clear if he has ankle pivot or not.
I think he does. I seen a picture from the back. It looked like it had a hinge.
Yeah. I mean, either way, yeah. I think this is the best looking one to date.
I do too. And from the height they said it was, read that it was. It should be tall.
Yeah. There's like no hollowness going on. I did pre-order this one. This is the first one that I've actually pre-ordered. I love.
pre-ordered Megatron, but I canceled.
I did too. Like after those reviews came out and showed how hollow he was, and at the time the cost, because like when he came out, he was what, like $80-$90.
Yeah.
So I guess that. Here it's kind of like, well, but this doesn't look like a hollow mess. We've seen him from the front. We've seen him from the back. I guess to form the Hiss tank, you really had to be kind of a shell former. I wish they'd go back to open packaging, or wish they'd go back to traditional packaging, though.
Yeah, it would have been nice to at least have them minifigs in a bubble. In a plastic window.
Yeah, instead of simulating it, like. Then we get the big one.
Yes.
Now, when I first saw this, I was happy with it, but then when they announced that it's electronic, and he does, they actually have the light for Kit in there.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm 110% sold. So
that was my same experience. I was like, I already wanted it, but then when I seen the voice clip and the light, I was like, holy crap.
What I think is interesting too about this one is it's not really a masterpiece, but he's gonna be more masterpiece scale than Chug.
Yeah.
Because this is coming in as a Voyager car, but I mean, like, he actually has, like, if you look here, you can see the lights are up. They actually fold in. I mean, I think from what I've seen, he looks to be like MP Dotson sized.
It might be. Yeah. It might be around that size or a little bit bigger.
No. But yeah,
It definitely looked like something X-Trans box put out.
Yeah, it does. Like when they did their when they were doing their, what were they called, the Omnibots?
Yeah.
Kind
It
of
reminds me of Kids as well. Their version of Kids.
Yeah, and the thing I like too is that, like, they went, and the Agent Knight robot mode just looks like a real Transformer. Like, they didn't try to do anything goofy or try to make him look like, Michael at all. They just were like, I mean, yes, kind of, he has, like, it kind of, like, looks like he's wearing jeans almost. But, being baby blue, it just works. I really like this. And kind of coming off Party Wallop, I haven't watched your review yet, but I'm assuming you probably liked it.
Mostly.
Yeah,
the vehicle mode is great. The main thing they wanted to nail.
I think it's a little overly ambitious in some places, but overall, I liked it, and it ended up being a lot more posable than I thought it was going to be. But man, if you went back in time and told me that we would have a DeLorean, we would have the Blackbird, we would have the Turtle Van, we'd have Ecto 1, Maverick's jet, I mean, I never would have believed you.
All the G.I. Joe stuff.
Yeah.
But you just gotta wait 40 years.
Basically, yeah, you'll get it, but you'll be old. This Doom and Destruction 2-pack we've seen before with the more comic accurate Bludgeon.
I wanted for the other guy, but his legs are weird.
Yeah.
Like, I love how it doesn't look like Beachcomber at all. You can only barely tell that it's based on that mold.
Yeah. Soren Games going to say an Airwolf, an A-Team. Hell yeah. I think that they will give us the A-Team van. If they were to retool Studio Series Ironhide, and also
do something even better, to be honest.
Yeah, an original mold. I say Ironhide because Ironhide kind of already has a mohawk. Like, you could make that look like B.A. Baracus. And Titan, good
It
to see you,
seems
man.
like they've been giving them new heads, though.
Yeah. But I mean, you could give him like
All new mold. This is like the first one that was an all new mold, right? Or was the Top Gun new?
Top Gun was new, and a lot of people thought it was going to be a pre-tool for like a Leader 1, but they ended up kind of surprising us and doing something completely original. So, I mean, yeah, everything about these two looks fine. I just wish that they had released this Bludgeon first instead of the Voyager one that we got. Again, we've covered this guy. I think everybody's on board with this. This looks basically perfect. Hey, Magnus Prime, good to see you. As well as the Gooch. And yes, Gooch is right. Mystery Machine. Where is the Mystery Machine? That's like no-brainer.
Retool of this.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't hate it if they retooled the Turtle Fan into the Mystery Machine and, you know.
There's Scooby in there.
Yeah. Kind of do it like the Alternators Jaguar, you know, the Ravage.
Oh, yeah.
It turns into Scooby. Concept art Frenzy we're getting. It's funny. They said Core Class was dying and 2 new Studio Series Core. Well, we knew Starscream was coming. We knew both of these were coming, really.
Yeah.
It just sucks for these core classes. It's like they're doing them, but they had like no kind of vision for what it was they wanted to do. So
Yeah, it seemed like at first they just were just making affordable versions of popular characters. But then they started doing stuff that was in scale.
yeah. Like if they did Stratosphere, it would make sense. This is another weird one. Like I like this mold. Did you get this 2-pack?
I did.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they're selling this individually. So this is coming into Studio Series as an individual deluxe. It's a big deluxe, and it's pretty complex, and it's actually really well made. So I think it's cool that more people will get the opportunity, because I don't think that those 2-packs were super readily available.
They were not.
Yeah. And
I
it
definitely
doesn't...
want him and Optimus. Oh, and I do want the Starscreamer, to be honest.
The Starscream's really nice. So, you know, hopefully people have the opportunity to get more of these.
Yeah, I didn't pre-order this, but when I see it on the shelf.
Yeah. So then we get our Studio Series Transformers 1 Megatron, which, again, looks mostly good. That fusion cannon is tiny.
I do not like that robot mode at all.
Yeah. I think the problem is they're doing, like, the vehicle mode weapon storage on the back of the robot.
I know it's probably super close to movie accurate, but those proportions.
Yeah. Well, in the second trailer, his fusion cannon looks a lot bigger.
Yeah.
So.
A lot of this still has that problem where it's based on concept stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it took them a long while to engineer some of this.
Yeah.
They only had like probably super duper on final version.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What the heck?
Did I cut out?
No, I got some message about a Bluetooth headset.
And then we move along to the vehicle mode. Vehicle mode looks okay, but it's just another tank Megatron. An H-tank Megatron at that.
Yeah, the tank is definitely alright. But might as well wait for whatever the car told me is doing for $80.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll get to that too with the Optimus. He looks like he might be a tall deluxe, because there he is in the box. Either the box got smaller, or because that's the thing with Hasbro right now. You know, or he is a tall deluxe.
They should have folded his legs up.
Yeah. And then, of course, we get this. This is just an Amazon exclusive reissue of other studio series. It's kind of a smart reissue. They're doing this Revenge of the Fallen set, but there's no deco changes. It would have been nice if the bikes, the RC sisters got better paint, but they did not. Nor did Jet. Well, actually, I think Jetfire got additional paint apps on his face, but I really can't tell.
This is one I can skip because I already own.
Same.
I haven't even. I was so unbothered by it that I've never even combined it.
So then we get this, which is the War for Cybertron Ratchet.
Is he a Voyager?
He is a Voyager.
Because it looks good.
Yeah. And I have the Planet X, Ironhide, and Ratchet, and they suck. Their proportions were odd. They had a hard time holding either of the weapons. What I love about this is he comes with the main weapon he used in the game that, like, I forget what that support beam was called, but he also comes with the axe. I wish the axe had transparent plastic, but I'm still cool with this. And yeah, there he is.
Well, it's a good thing that Autobots probably don't follow the same rule as human doctors, where they have to be pacifists.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cup looks really good. I can't wait for that.
And let me hop back over. We got a couple more images of Agent Knight. Just the 360 of it. And like I said, this really reminds me of an MP Datsun.
Yeah, the only thing bugs me is those feet.
Yeah, I mean, the feet don't look the worst, but I see what you're getting, like, with the gap. I guess because he's done in a black deco, you're really not going to notice it on the shelf.
Hopefully.
But like I said, the feet also kind of remind me of the Datsun. I kind of wish he had, like, a little flap that came out. But at the same time, I'm like, eh.
Yeah, they look like Siege side select feet.
Yeah. Yeah, I can kind of see it. At least he does have the ankle pivot, and he does have a independent toe joint right there. I don't know if those end up becoming the front seats or not. I guess they don't, because if you look here, it's kind of a mess in there.
Yeah, they should have made that darker.
Yeah.
Maybe it will be. We don't know.
Yeah. Again, it could be a render, because their renders have gotten kind of like looking like stock photography anymore. And going back to Transformers 1. Yeah, so this is the Transformers 1 Brave Commander Optimus Prime. And so if you recall, last year, one of my favorite figures was the Optimus Primal that they did that was like an old school leader class figure. And this looks like it's picking up the trend. This is a Takara Tomy exclusive, so it's primarily being sold in Japan, but it's going to be offered through various sellers. Pulse has it up for pre-order. The crazy part is that it says right here, figures priced at 9,650 yen, about $62. So I'm waiting for this to go up on Amazon Japan. And I linked you earlier that Optimus that I got last year, the Primal, that's down to $42 on Amazon US. Don't sleep on that figure. That's like that was like a top 10 figure for me last year, including third-party stuff. But yeah, this is like your traditional leader class figure. Did they say whether this has electronics or not?
I think it's just a regular leader class.
Yeah, I don't think there's... Oh, go ahead.
I would love to hear Hasbro's deal with Takara Tomy. Because before they started raising their prices to crazy stuff, we didn't have to deal with all this. Like right before Toys R Us closed up, we were able to get the same stuff for cheaper, significantly.
Yeah.
It upsets me that they're still doing exclusive stuff. And especially stuff that's like developed first in the United States. Like this.
Right.
No, man, it's a United States movie.
And
Like,
they're
it's
selling this
crazy
on
that Beast
Pulse.
Wars, when they did the masterpiece Beast Wars, they don't have English voices and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of nuts because, like I said, yeah, they're selling this on Pulse, but you know, on the flip side, it's like they're selling it at a markup. So you sell here at $62. If you go to Hasbro Pulse,
Right.
I think they wanted 80 or 89.
Yes, 80. It's like they're selling it and advertising it, but they're completely selling it as though they are a third party seller.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
it
and
has
then
no involvement with Hasbro.
yeah, you can go on Amazon Japan and get this for way less. And faster too, which is the other part that's kind of crazy. This looks great. I mean, good proportions on it. I know that people have talked about the coloring on the Studio Series 1 being accurate, but I don't know. Every time I see this in the traditional Prime colors with the light gray, silver, I think it looks way better.
I like this, man. It looks to be fully painted.
Yeah. And he can actually hold the Matrix. Like, you know, this is kind of a big deal because, like, you see here, like, yeah, the handle's on the Matrix, but he actually can wrap all of his fingers around the Matrix, not hold it like he's, you know, holding a Post-it note, which is how a lot of Primes hold the Matrix.
Is this movie out?
No, the movie's out, I think, in September.
Wow. I thought it was out already.
I mean, some people have seen it. And people that have seen it said they liked it. So, September 20th is when the movie comes out. I like the second trailer.
They're doing a lot of interviews and all that.
Yeah. Larkin saying, Hasbro doesn't have any involvement. If it's Takara Tomy exclusive, they can cut a deal to import, but the production is all Takara. And Magnus Prime says, already pre-ordered from Amazon Japan. I'll have to take a look. Because I'm sure it's probably a lot cheaper on Amazon Japan. And I like, too, that this has gimmicks that probably aren't going to be... I don't know. Is that something you find yourself missing? It's like gimmicks that aren't exactly accurate, but they add to, like, you know, this sort of stuff?
I won't not take it. Because it doesn't look like it takes away from the figure.
Yeah. And I'm guessing these probably work in vehicle mode. Like, he has these to flip out.
Yeah, I think I've seen a picture of it somewhere.
Yeah. He has the face swapping gimmick. There's a video that shows that the face just lifts up and spins around. So, I really love that they put that gimmick in there. In fact, I don't know. I kind of like the unmasked face better. I don't know how you feel on it.
I can go either way. The masked face does look really puffy.
Yeah.
But I don't know how accurate the unmasked one looks. I'll have to watch the movie.
Yeah. Because, like, there with Imposed, I think it looks good. And again, they're showing all the different features. And yeah, you're right. So there, that picture down in the bottom left, you can see where those flip out. And also the vehicle mode, like, he doesn't have hands hanging out. It looks pretty clean. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks good.
This looks good to me. I mean, I don't think that they'll do MPs of this movie. This would be a good stand-in for that scale. Plus, it just looks like a fun figure, and I enjoyed that Primal so much. That Primal is actually standing next to my MPM Prime because he just scales right. So, yeah, excited for this one. I'll have to take a look on, because Larkin says he can't find it on Amazon Japan. And let me pull up that promo video just so you can see the face gimmick real quick.
I think this one comes with a gun too.
I don't think he does. I think he just comes with the arm cannons.
I think it must be one of the non-transforming versions then.
Yeah.
One of those versions had a real gun.
Maybe the Yolo Park.
I think so.
Yeah. And now I can't find the video. I had it.
Find the video.
I had it, but then, well, actually, let me copy and paste what I have. 'Cause sometimes my Google Docs screws up my links, which is embarrassing.
We'll take a link in the comments for that Amazon listing.
Yeah. If you find it, put that link in the comments. I'll look for that video while we're looking at our next news piece. Actually, let me before we get to the listings, let me pull one up that this was a crossover that I didn't know existed, and I saw this on TFW, and I ended up finding this at my local Target. And again, this is one that's inconsequential. This is Little People. This is a Mattel one. I didn't know that they had Little People collector. But
wow, and it's in the store, and we never heard of it.
Yeah, it's already in the stores, and nobody was really talking because it's Little People. But when I saw this, I have a nephew who just turned 1, and I picked this up for him. And my wife gave it to. She was watching him today, and gave it to him, and he spent all day playing with the Optimus Prime. So there you go. This is a Mattel Creations product, and it's just really cute, man. It's like, yeah, if you got little ones and you want to introduce them to Transformers, you know, I know a lot of people are just like, it's dumb.
Someone's holding Laserbeak.
Yeah, he's holding Laserbeak. He's got a little Laserbeak. Like, all these are just like, they're just like, you know, they're just really cute little figures, and they're just really well done. So yeah, they look really nice. I mean, they don't move at all. They're Little People, but I mean, I was, you know, that's something I grew up with, and I was like, man, that's just really cool. So,
Kids don't care.
Yeah, kids don't care. I mean, it's just one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I want him to have that, and then I enjoyed the fact that he spent all day walking the little Optimus Prime around. You know, my wife kept sending me pictures, and I was just like, okay, I'm glad. I wish I could have seen his reaction to him in person, but I'm glad he liked them. So. Let's look at some listings, because there's a bunch of stuff that came from JT Prime. This one's interesting because I didn't expect this. So, and I thought JT Prime was retiring from doing this. I'm glad to see he's still doing it, obviously. But yeah, he found some 2025 listings. So Studio Series 86 Hook and Long Haul are coming in as next year's Commander class, which is kind of interesting.
All I hope that means is these figures will be the best Voyager deluxe size versions these could possibly be. From what I think they said is they come with like the main body for Devastator.
Yeah, I think that they're done doing this all-in-one stuff. I think they know it probably doesn't work the best. Yeah, and Professor Soundwave saying 2-pack with Devi accessories. I'm guessing these are both probably going to be like Voyager pluses, and they'll probably come with like the torso and hips, but they'll probably engineer like the torso and hips to be like a base or something.
From what I'm hearing, I think Devastator is going to scale with Legacy Minosaur. So I don't know if they're going to be actually Voyagers.
Yeah.
I do want combiners that scale with each other. Or he could be a little bit taller.
Because didn't we see like Mixmaster and Scrapper were going to be deluxes?
It's inconclusive.
Yeah.
At one point I was hearing Voyager, then I heard deluxe. Some of them were going to be deluxe, and then we see this as Commander Quest.
Yeah. All I know is there's about to be... Yeah. There's either going to be... It's going to be like... okay, so Press Channel was saying no Voyagers. I hope that they're all Voyagers. It would be nice. But I also kind of hope that we see what we're getting, because... You know, it's like I remember everybody, including myself, ran out and sold their Thrilling 30 Rhinox when they announced the Kingdom one, and then the Kingdom one ended up being kind of shitty in comparison. So
I still have both of them.
You lucked out. I mean, I think the Kingdom one's more fun of a toy, but the Thrilling 31 certainly looks better. And the Masterpiece one blows them both out of the water. And then from JT Prime, we get a look. There's more Studio Series listings. So Voyager Scrapper. It looks like they're reissuing Shockwave from Dark of the Moon, which is cool. They're also reissuing the Voyager Sentinel Prime, which is really cool because these two fetch a huge price on the aftermarket. I'm sure with Shockwave, they're probably going to cut the little paratrooper and Brains and Wheelie from that pack, unfortunately.
I never bought that. I wanted it, but I never bought it.
It's good. I recommend it. This one's interesting too. They're doing a leader Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, which I guess like which one is that going to be? Are they going to do a redo of the flat nose truck, or are they going to do like the design that he had, like the long nose truck, like the invasion mode? And I guess they'll probably shoehorn in a trailer if they're making him a leader.
I forgot that they never did a Studio Series version because it was so close to those movie toys.
And to be fair, the Voyager one's actually pretty decent. He just had crappy paint. Like his sword looked like a carrot, and he had painted the blue too much on the eyes.
Yeah.
They did the paint right. They could probably reuse that mold, toss in a trailer, and a lot of people would be happy, to be honest with you.
I want more accurate, but I probably won't buy them anyway.
I do too, but at least you have the Unique Toys one. That's about as accurate as you're going to get. And then the last one's a mystery. And again, these are all up on Amazon with listings. The A-Level Deluxe Dev Op. And I'm not sure what they mean by Dev. Is that Devastation? Are they doing like a Studio Series line of Devastation figures?
They could.
Because if they did that, are they just going to reissue like... Because, I mean, this basically is Devastation Optimus. Like, are they just going to make the Earth...
Runabout and Runamuck were the clone things you had to destroy in the game.
That'd be a good reuse of those molds. I'm sure a lot of people would just army build those, troop build them. And I did find that video for the Optimus here. So let's do this here. Can I do full screen? It's not letting me do full screen, but I'll just cut ahead. Cut their vid there, so you get a full 360 of the vehicle, and they show like how there's how the face works. So it's just like your others, and those are spring loaded.
Masterpiece Starscreamer.
Yeah, I want this. It's. I love the fact that it's like that style of leader class is like a nice in-between Masterpiece and Generations. So, because I also have that. They remember they did the leader class Evasion Prime. I still have that too.
Yeah, I never got that.
And we only got one little bit of third-party news, and this is a figure that we've already seen, so we're not gonna spend too much time on this. But this is the X-Transbots Blades, or Gian. And we just get a 360 of the prototype here. This is on Weibo. One of the things that X-Transbots is touting, and I haven't looked at the MMC one, is they're like, hey, we got the location of his propeller right. So his propeller is actually on his butt.
I never saw the robot mode.
Yeah, I think this is the first we've seen of an actual resin prototype of the robot mold. I am still getting these. I've got their Streetwise and their Groove. Using these for my my combined mode Defensor. Lord help me, because Oh, I was gonna say, Lord help me, because the Menasor, all the robots started off okay, and then combining it was a nightmare.
They might have those blades in the right spot, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be aggravating when you're trying to pose them.
100%. And I'm sure they're gonna be flopping all around in arm mode. Like, I don't hate X-Trans bots, but it's just like, when it comes to stuff like locking mechanisms and hardware, they tend to come up last, and it sucks because, like, I mean, you know, from reviewing the Runabout and Runamuck, it's like those figures were so close to being perfect, and they just, between tolerance issues, it was really the second release that was just like, but the first one was great.
Yeah. The white one, I always forget which one is which.
I think that's Runabout. Yeah, Runabout is the. No, it's Runamuck. Runabout was the one that had the issues with the tolerances, and then the hole in the chest. Hey, Big M, good to see you, man. All right, and let's go ahead and let's get into our non-Transformer stuff, because we got run over from SDCC. Let's close out these tabs. We'll do our... Oh, crap. I closed out...
How many teeth did they unlock about the final?
Yeah, so the Rattler... I feel like every HasLab, we're kind of like, oh, is this going to be the fastest funded one yet? The Rattler funded like within hours. I think that's probably their fastest one. And not only that, but we're here a week later, and they've already unlocked the first tier, and they're on to the second tier with 39 days left to go. So, obviously the first tier, we've already looked through all this stuff, but the first tier was the Squadron patches, which I thought were kind of silly. I wish they were figure stands. That's just me. So the next unlock is going to be your Rattler Gunner. I don't see a universe in which this doesn't get fully funded.
Right. It's already there.
I mean, like, when I say fully funded, I mean like all three tiers unlocked. Yeah.
Typically, all the Joe stuff has been doing that.
Yeah.
That Baronet, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that stretch goal, especially for that, this head. Yeah.
I love that picture. Maybe I'll just make that my wallpaper on my phone.
Did you order a Rattler yet?
Not yet.
Yeah. I'm unfortunately I'm out on Joe's. I'll get some of the crossover stuff where I can. I'm getting retro card back still, but I don't have the space for it. As much as I love this stuff, it's a great line, but I had to tap out on Joe's, so I just have to appreciate them from afar. So
that's based in 2008.
Then we get to another one. Have you seen the new Marvel Legends roleplay item?
Yes, 2 of them, right?
Yes. So, I think it's funny they're marketing this for No Way Home, even though he didn't have the helmet at all in No Way Home.
No, he had it for a couple of seconds before he destroyed it.
Larkin coming in saying, "Hey, I'll sell you the NFT of the Rattlers when I get it." This is cool. This is really cool. This is cool for a few reasons. One, even though they're marketing this for New Way Home, this appeals to people that were longtime fans of the Spider-Man movies. This is a really well done prop. And of course, the guy's trying to channel his inner Willem Dafoe here. But I love how it has this hatch. And they're, of course, showing off how the electronics work.
Avenge me! Oh, it has electronics?
Yeah.
The bomb is separate, right?
Yeah, the bomb's separate, unfortunately.
Which they can't call bomb.
Yeah.
They call it electronic pumpkin.
Well, I mean, you take what you can get.
Yeah. We already know what it is.
Yeah. But I mean, these look really, really well done. So the helmet's coming in, I believe, 120, which really is, it's 124. So it's really, really not that bad for what that is, for how good of a prop that this looks. Now, I don't exactly know what the electronics do. I'm guessing maybe a voice changer. But yeah. The electronic pumpkin is 40. The only issue I have with the electronic pumpkin is that you only get one of them. Which
yeah, they don't. It would be cool if it like opened up or something.
What is cool though is that it does do like a little light with like a countdown to like simulate it being on a time.
It makes sound.
It does make sound. Yeah. So it has lights and sounds. But
Yeah, they're cool.
Just again, things I wish I had space, because this also is going to be like, it's so long that it's going to have problems sitting on a shelf.
I never see them in any shelf besides GameStop.
Oh no, I mean like on a display shelf, like because I have a bunch of Star Wars helmets up here, and at least like they're just kind of like the size of a human head, so they.
You're not supposed to put it on a shelf. You're supposed to be wearing it
at all times. I could always put the Lord Zed helmet on.
Bucks. Yeah.
I don't know. Did I ever show this off on stream? I got this. This was a GameStop clearance find. I got this last year for $40.
That doesn't light up or anything, right?
Yes, it does. The visor, I think. Oh no, it's just a voice changer. Yeah, it doesn't light up, but it's got the voice changer, and of course it's all chrome. And then the brain is actually squishy, which was really cool, and it's all airbrushed.
Yeah, so yeah, I would just be walking around the house with that.
Scaring the shit out of my dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Lance, my head does fit in that. Kind of makes me look like a bobblehead, though. And it came with the stand, too, which was also pretty nice. Let me grab that. And actually, unlike the other... I mean, they did this for all the Power Ranger stuff, but it all came with stands. So, yeah, that was a cool clearance find last year. I wish I had found the White Ranger or the... what was the evil version of White Ranger called?
Lord Draken?
Yeah, the Draken helmet. Because that went on clearance too. But, is what it is.
I'm still getting that commercial. I think it must be a StreamYard thing.
What's
trying
that?
To give you StreamYard. It must be them trying to advertise a Bluetooth headset to me.
I didn't know they did advertisements. Winston saying he just got the Magneto helmet. I've seen that one in the stores though. Amazon just had it on for like $40 too. That went on deep discount real quick. So maybe the Green Goblin will. I don't know. Then we get into our Marvel Legends stuff, and they're kicking it off with Inhumans.
Yeah, Hasbro has been knocking it out of the park with their animals, so it had to come to an end. This thing has 5 POA style legs.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least he does have so Lockjaw's at least got like, universals on the paws. But yeah, I agree. Like, why doesn't he have like front joints?
And I don't think he has mid dorsal articulation either.
No.
So it's sort of like that big Dungeons and Dragon they put out that didn't have any articulation. They got replaceable legs.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, they need to put those legs in with all of the animals. So they
Yeah.
can sit down.
Yeah, the Titan's right. It's just a statue with swappable legs. I like how they handled the faceplate and the effects part, but just like give him posable legs, and then if you want to give him like these sort of swappable back legs to have him sit, great. I mean, Crystal looks good for what she is, but I mean,
Never heard of Crystal in my life. When I saw pictures of this, I was like, what is that?
Huh.
Like, I couldn't tell it was a Marvel Legends. I was like, who the heck is that?
but you knew Lockjaw though, right?
Yeah.
You know, we're getting a new Quicksilver.
Does he have toes?
I don't think he does. No, he doesn't.
I was shocked with that Superior Spider-Man. I had no idea that they gave him the toes, but they gave him an old body and not the newer Spider-Man body.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I got him too.
Yeah, like I was shocked he doesn't have the No Way Home. I mean, not No Way Home. Renew Your Vows body with the diaphragm joint and the inverted half crunch.
Yeah, I do think it works on him. I also really like these hands, like the claw hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it, but I was disappointed when I saw that.
I mean, at least they didn't charge what they did for Iron Spider, because Iron Spider was kind of rip off by comparison.
Yes, and that PlayStation Spider-Man.
Yeah, and he never even showed up in stores.
Yeah,
He was just like on Amazon.
I forgot that it came out.
We get Wong. I think we looked at Wong. Wong actually comes in a 2-pack with Doctor Strange, so I guess that's a new one.
Because people were scared we wouldn't want Wong.
Right,
Wong
exactly.
is awesome. This is the most
Yeah.
retool, most brand new tooling they've done on a comic character.
Yeah. He's got great articulation, and yes, Professor Soundwaves, I do really like that Superior Spider-Man. I recommend picking him up if you wanted a Spider-Man that has the Waldos and you didn't want to pay a deluxe price for him.
I think at GameStop one, because I looked them up on GameStop, because GameStop is one of the only stores that actually tells you when something's in stock. It was actually $30 there instead of $25.
Yeah, go to Target and get them. I will say I do like this new magic piece he comes with. Like that's a welcome change. And I guess he's got Dormammu's head. And there's bats.
And Ghost Duggy, I don't know the name of it.
Yeah, I like that those are molded into the hands as well. That's.
Why does he always come with your? See, I don't know anything about the comics. Why he always comes with Dormammu's head?
He's a villain.
But like, does Dormammu take over his body or something?
That's a Dave question.
Where you at, D?
His internet is.
Brand new
this Punisher.
Punisher.
Yeah. Oh, we had Mike in here. Before we get back to this, we'll check in. Mike, how are you doing, man?
Oh, doing all right. A long day. So, yeah, getting kids ready off for the beach, and son hopefully going to school here in a couple weeks. But other than that, picked up Homer for the Jack Pacific, and it's a little bit of bargain shopping and Displacer.
Nice.
Hey,
I did see your Ollie's toy hunt.
Yeah, I was surprised Jessup had as much stuff as it did.
Yeah,
So-
I used to go to that Ollie's back in the day, back when I worked in Columbia, and it was always it was mostly miss. But I kind of like going there because there's a Jerry's, like a standalone Jerry Subs and Pizza over there, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now that the Titan said this, I can't unsee it. Yes, that skull logo does look sleepy on the Punisher. But it's a good looking Punisher.
He's got droopy pecs.
Yeah. And yeah, so Punisher and Bushwhacker in a 2-pack.
Yeah.
I don't know, have they ever done Bushwhacker before in Marvel Legends?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't remember his weird arm.
Let's
He's
see.
in the weird arm club with this guy.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be one of those people that's got like trichtophobia or whatever you call it, and they're going to be wigged out by that.
Yeah, don't buy that.
I see a bunch of people made some customs, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But I have not opened this.
So again, another Amazon exclusive. It's interesting too that they're spacing these out. You have the one with the one with Crystal and oh, okay. Stunning Brave's comment is he's rolling his eyes after seeing the redesign. The Ninja Punisher that nobody liked.
Yeah.
But the Crystal and Lockjaw set coming out on the 15th, and then they're doing this one on the 22nd. I guess it makes sense if you think about it, because then you don't have like somebody missing out because they made it a frenzy for pre-orders.
Yeah. Like those.
Yep. Now this we already know the pre-order went up. I did pre-order this one. I've been wanting 6-inch scale articulated Sentinels for years. Yeah. I love this game. I love this box. This was one I couldn't say no to.
I don't remember how fast those things sold out, but I think it was minutes.
Took a minute, yeah. But I mean, I also have Pulse Premium, so I had a little bit of an advantage getting my pre-order in. This is a smart thing to do. This was originally a Build-A-Figure, the Venom Pool. So this is going to come out as a Target exclusive. I didn't see a price on this. Did you guys?
No, I haven't seen any real prices for this stuff yet.
Yeah.
But it's between 35 and 40.
Well, yeah, that could be the case. I would say 40 just because I saw the Red Hulk reissue at Target, and that's 35.
Yeah.
And something else got reissued. That's 40.
I can't
Or
remember.
not reissued. But the Colossus is 40.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So get Deadpool and Wolverine figures. I'm sure we'll be getting a litany of these throughout.
You know what I was talking about? Original Marvel Legends comic molds. This thing is old, but it's nuts.
He's the best one out of that whole pack, really.
Like, I can't believe they made this.
Now, I got to get you guys' opinion on this. Now, everyone's praising like the face sculpt on this one. I felt the one that just came out has a better face sculpt than what this appears to be.
I agree.
I think it's I think it's just too much of the facial hair, digital paint up front.
I mean, it could also be that this is a picture of a slide from the panel. It's not the best resolution.
I think that looks good, especially from like a distance and not close up.
And I think this guy has a pair of T's Under Armour sneakers on.
Does he?
I mean, they're just blue shoes. It's probably just from underneath that from a part of a movie that we can't talk about yet, I guess.
But
so
I'm sure these are going to be in high supply. Like they know that these are going to sell.
Yeah.
Then we got the reveal for Colossus as he appeared in Deadpool 1. A lot of people have been looking for this figure for a long time.
He looks good.
Yeah.
And he can't stand in the box.
No. So, Yeah, that one goes up. That one went up yesterday.
Yesterday. Yep.
Then, of course, we're getting the shit. What is this guy?
The Outriders.
The Outriders. There we go. Thank you. Yeah. So this goes up at the end of August on Amazon. So they're really spacing this out.
That's all good, because I think a lot of the stuff is supposed to come out like in December, which then you move at least 30 days to the left from there. So, but yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. Dragon Rider, we're getting, or sorry, Dragon Man, we're getting as a render here.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a big one.
Spider-Man.
And do they have? I guess they don't have the picture in here. Because they also had Rom, the Space Knight, is getting a figure, but it says he's in here, but he's not in the pictures. But
yeah,
there was a picture of Rom, and just a render, and he looked really good, really good.
Yeah, as long as it's not the Swirly Silver, then
right.
Yeah. I mean, if they actually paint him, that'd be really awesome. But who knows?
And then we'll get over, if we were talking about if you wanted to remake your X-Men arcade or Pride of the X-Men, they no surprise, they're coming out with a Wolverine in that costume.
I never got that Colossus.
I won't be shocked if we end up getting a new retro card back, or they kind of embrace NECA and do a video game line.
Yeah.
I think they could just do a 6-pack and give you all of those characters at once.
Because if they do, they could do that. Because they really should reissue Blob to go along with this, and then obviously Magneto. They could reuse the X-Men '97 Magneto if they wanted.
I'm hoping to find Blob at Ollie's.
Mm-hmm.
When y'all see him at Ollie's, just buy it without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because he was too much.
He'll be right next to MODOK.
Yeah.
I like it.
You like him? Random?
Yeah.
Huh.
Decent looking set here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got all of that except Colossus. I have the old blue brown suit on Wolverine.
Yeah. Didn't they just re-release a pre-order for the Lady Pool today?
The Hot Toys one, yeah.
Hot Toys? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sure Marvel Legends one will be. I'm sure and again, the movie just came out, so any spoilers or toilers will try and keep off.
Minimize.
Yeah. But yeah. So, yeah, this was the McFarlane and Spawn panel, so the DC Multiverse and Spawn panel. So it looks like they are going all in on the Batman Forever stuff next. I can't tell. Is this supposed to be Red Hood?
I assume so.
Yeah.
What's the name?
He's got a crowbar.
Can you see that name? I can't read it.
I don't see any name there, but it does. All I can read is that figures sold separately. So he's doing a again, like, he does vehicles pretty well. So you can probably use this motorcycle for, probably even fudge it and make it work for 6-inch figures. This is a not so crazy one. So they're doing the Call of Duty crossover because Spawn is coming to Call of Duty, which I guess makes more sense than some of the crossovers that they've had. Because let's face it, Call of Duty's trying to cash in on the Fortnite success with the cameos, and they've had stuff like. Have you guys been paying? Yeah, the crazier one?
What?
Cheech and Chong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Cheech and Chong are coming to they're coming to Call of Duty. I'm like, wait, who's? Do any of the Gen Z, Gen Alpha kids playing Fortnite know who Cheech and Chong are?
Not a damn clue.
He's doing shirts. I kind of like some of these shirts. Like I actually kind of like this one here, the minimalist style with like the OG Justice League. If I were to get one, it would probably be that.
They have that Metallica battle pass on Fortnite right now.
Oh, jeez. They are doing a Batman the Animated Series Batwing, which, I mean,
Gonna sell out.
yeah. Going in on more Batman TAS stuff. This variant's kind of odd. I don't know. Is that supposed to be like a callback to like one of the old Kenner decos?
Yes, I think so. Where it looks like his suit's all torn up.
Yeah. Like what does it say? It says yeah, I can't zoom in on it, but it just says lightning variant. Like, is it supposed to be like how he looks like when the lightning strikes? I don't know.
Oh, you know what? Probably. I just heard an accident off rent.
But getting Two-Face as he appeared in TAS, not the New Adventures, which is the way better design. Christmas Joker, Batgirl, and Zeus. Also doing a Dark Knight Returns Batman with some battle damage. A Lantern Troop Builder, which I think is really smart. I kind of wanted to hear Dave's commentary on that, because I'm surprised that nobody's done that sooner. Like a make your own Lantern Corps figure, and then I guess is that
Huntress.
It's Huntress, okay. And then of course you're getting the Batman Forever. The most phallic Batmobile, let's face it, with Alfred, which, hey, it's a smart way.
Yeah, we're getting all the butlers now, so that's why not.
And, doing the, the line of bat suits, which, smart stuff. He's also doing Joker figures, which that's going to sell.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you pointed out, if you look, the biggest problem with this set, with the Murray Franklin show, they're doing that like Batman 66 hip articulation, but this is a really cool set. The only issue I have is it's not going to come with the revolver.
Oh, of course not.
Which just you need the revolver. I mean, that's probably one of the most memorable.
Yeah.
Like, I think what's sad too is
sell them separately.
Yeah, I mean, you can get any revolver and it'll work. I mean, it's just sad that you can do a bloody face, and they probably could do a variant where like the backsplash of them. They probably would do a figure where half of Murray Franklin's head's blown off, but they'd be like, yeah, no, the gun crosses the line,
Meanwhile, the movie does it.
Right. I wish I had the space for this stuff though, because that Riddler is like, that's one of the best. And again, it's a tiny picture, but that's like one of the best likenesses anybody's ever done of Jim Carrey in action figure form.
Did you either? Well, I know you probably didn't, but did you? You didn't get that? Did you get the animated Batmobile that came out, Jordan?
Okay. I'm like kind of just cutting myself down to like video game figures, the occasional Marvel Legends, or video game figures. I've said video game figures already, but I'm trying to stay in my lane.
Gotcha.
Because I just you've been to my house, I don't have much room left, so. I'm trying to stay in my lane so I can continue with Masterpiece, and I'm trying to streamline my Generations collecting.
Gotcha.
So, finally getting the question I don't think Effigy is going to sell very well, and Shining Knight again would be interested to hear
No.
Dave's commentary. And yeah, Fluffy brings up a good point. Yeah, they still have the gun hands. I mean, they do sell the guns separately, but
Right.
you know,
They have a figure that's coming with a gun, I think. I forgot which one it is, but it's a DC character.
yeah,
It's the cowboy, isn't it?
Yeah,
like
Jonah Hex.
Jonah Hex is
Yeah.
coming with a shot with like a rifle or something.
yeah,
But it's Old West, so therefore it's not realistic now.
right. There is one DC multiverse figure that I'm going to get.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Morgan Freeman. This guy's gonna live on my desk. He comes with the pointing hand. I need this Lucius Fox figure.
It doesn't come with a gun.
He doesn't need to.
He comes with the hand of God or the finger of God. So
Yeah. I just I wish he had like a stand that said stuff from the movie. Yeah, and of course, unfortunately, again, like as Toy News International says, likely another figure already hitting overseas before officially getting announced. Lucius will be released with the Batman Begins tumbler vehicle, but no word when or where this chase figure might start showing up in the U.S.
Right.
Of course, they're already being sold on aftermarket sites for $50. I just hope he shows up in stores. I hope to be walking down the McFarlane aisle and be, yep, he's coming back with me.
yeah. Well, your targets up in your area are like in a paradox because you guys have all the stuff and it just kind of is there.
Yeah.
You come 15 minutes further south to where T and I are at, and it's just a rat race every day.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of military presence up here, and I think they tend to keep the stores really nice. So, like
Yeah, we have to be there while they're unpacking this stuff.
like when we do our trip to All Time, maybe we can detour up to the Aberdeen Walmart, and I can show you that it's like, remember in Ghostbusters Afterlife when Paul Rudd goes into the impossibly nice Walmart?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what Aberdeen's like, except you have Edgewood meth heads shopping around in there as well. But it's an impossibly nice Walmart, save for the fact that you have those people, and then you also have like all the Lego stuff is behind glass. So
I went to the Walmart the other day this week down in Glen Burnie and saw like a couple G.I. Joe boxes, but nothing inside them.
oh, lovely.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah, Akateki saying Ellicott City Target almost never has anything when I come through. Yeah, that used to be T and I's old stomping grounds. That one used to be like during the Combiner Wars days. That was a well-stocked Target.
Yeah.
Well, T, I'm curious on your thoughts on this one because we're getting a Tears of the Kingdom Ganondorf from Figma.
Swavante. I want that, and I want Link, and I want Zelda. And find out she has a home for her legs.
So he looks pretty
He looks
damn good.
Yeah.
I hope he's appropriately scaled, please.
Yeah, he's
Oh, there you go.
he scales pretty well with Link.
I still haven't pre-ordered. Actually, I ain't sure about that. I think I did pre-order that one.
So 3 pairs of additional hands. You get his bladed staff, bow and arrow, a flame effect piece, the katana sheath, 2 additional heads. This is pre-order price is $84.99. Of course, it's coming at the end of 2025, so it's going to be a wait on these, unfortunately.
Yeah. Just like their Thermos from Dread. That's called. I pre-ordered that. It was probably good for 2 years.
Yeah. Well, at least it was worth the wait. I mean, she still has not left my desk. I need to get the Emmy, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep an eye on the price, and if it's still around, if it hasn't sold out, I'll just you know, when Lex starts saying, "What do you want for Christmas?" I'll be like this,
Mm.
because I really don't know what else I want for Christmas. Because I have every cooking gadget that I want at this point. Save for I want a better meat slicer, but that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
Do you guys see that yet another company has entered the Street Fighter scene?
No.
Yeah, so we went all that time with Figuarts kind of sitting and shitting on the Street Fighter line, and now we had, you know, Jada come out and kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Reveltech has entered the fray, and they are doing Street Fighter 6 figures. So, yeah, they're kicking it off with 4 figures: Ryu, Luke, Chun-Li, and Juri. So the Ryu actually is going to have soft goods. Just get a resin prototype, but he's got his like kind of, you know, hobo sash going on.
Mm-hmm.
Luke also has soft goods with his, you know, vest. Which I don't know. Has Reveltech ever been known to do soft goods?
After they got laughed at for that Batman cape.
Yeah. It looks like for Chun-Li. Yeah. And then there's Juri.
Oh, she looks awesome. I've never played that, and I never played as that character right there, but I would buy that. She looks amazing.
She debuted in Street Fighter 4. She was like my main for a while in that game.
That looks amazing.
I liked her, and I also liked Crimson Viper a lot. Then we get this is another Ninja Gaiden character. She's also in Dead of Alive, Ayame. So kind of cool that they've got another character to go along with Ryu. So
not Street Fighter Ryu.
Not Street Fighter Ryu, but Ryu Hayabusa, in which you can see him back. We've looked at him quite a bit. She has obviously no soft goods, but I think it works the way they're doing her scarf.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
No prices on these yet, but these were shown off at Wonderfest. So, yeah.
Me too, Princeton.
I think you're kind of better off because, like, again, competition is a good thing, and I just think it's the timing's so interesting that Jada gets the Street Fighter license. They probably had people on the inside like, this company is killing it, and they're going to be offering these things at like regular retail prices. And you know, I've only been hands-on with the Jada stuff a couple of times. I don't own any of it. I wish I did. I've actually been contemplating, do I just want to get out of Storm Mortal Kombat and just get the World Warriors, because they're doing it. And I say that because we get a look at Akuma.
Yeah.
Which, when we last looked at these guys, we saw Evil Ryu and Violent Ken, but they didn't have Akuma, and there he is.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, they have the whole roster right there.
Yeah. They did it.
Like, Storm can't even say that, and they've been doing them for years.
Yeah. And
DJ,
this is
Sammy, and Guile. Those are the finished versions of those.
Yep. Because like Ryu and Fei Long came out last May, and within a year and change, they've done all of the Street Fighter II World Warriors, and there's so much more they can do with it, because there's Street Fighter Alpha, there's Street Fighter 1, there's Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 4, there's the player variants. This is what Figuarts should have done. You know.
Mm-hmm. Now, did Dave said he ordered both those exclusives down below?
He did.
Or
Yeah,
okay.
He got Violent Ken, and I think he got Pink Chun-Li, and I think he wanted Pink Chun-Li just for the victory
for the
post. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm contemplating Violent Ken because I do have the Evil Ryu, and the accessories are really nice to have. So
Because it's like, as much as I like my Storm Mortal Kombat stuff, I could sell all of them and have enough to buy this entire collection with plenty of money to put back in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then
If you're
who knows,
thinking about
maybe
it, do it now while they're still on the shelf.
maybe Jada would just do Mortal Kombat.
That would be
Let's
lovely.
see.
Because like all these guys I could display them on that ledge above my barcade, and
Be good.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
there's no need to keep the boxes.
They have somebody, I think she probably is famous. She's doing all the tough kids for this line.
Mm.
But they're saying that's why it's taking so long because of the soft kids.
I think also too, Edge Runners, it has a following, but it's going to be a little bit more niche than Street Fighter.
I've never watched it, but I want some of these at an affordable price.
Right.
If they're like $30, that would be awesome.
And this was another thing too that they showed off was Jada's also doing Scooby-Doo. So.
What's Scooby-Doo? Coming over you.
I mean, I don't think Scooby-Doo's ever had a highly articulated figure line before. You know, I think that the problem is you're doing a Scooby-Doo line and the titular character isn't in the first wave. That's the one criticism I give them. It's like,
Well, his name is on that box.
It's Scooby Snacks is on the box, but it's like, make Shaggy and Scooby a 2-pack. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
You know. And yeah, so I mean, those look pretty good. Then we're gonna get into let's do this before we get into NECA stuff. So Mike, you just picked up Homer, and I know Matt picked up Bart, and I think both of you guys have been enjoying these. They're again like Jax is picking up where Super 7 left off. I think they're kind of doing it better. And granted, I'm not sure how I feel about this being Wave 2, because you'd think like, hey, maybe do like Marge and Maggie. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe do Flanders and then do like, you know, more of a random character.
Yep. I mean,
Nobody
it's.
wants to buy girl.
I mean, I saw the whole first wave out there on Tuesday morning, and Homer is the one that I really want to get at more than anything else.
Yeah.
But you got to temper your expectations, because like with Homer, and maybe this is supposed to be like that, but his eyes are kind of crossed or off center, and I was surprised with the articulation, and I was showing it to T and Matt that morning, with his head's just on a base swivel. So
Yeah, you must have never bought any of the Nintendo figures.
Nope.
Yeah.
So we already know. The Nintendo figures, that first wave the paint apps were horrible. So that Homer looks really good compared to that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks wise, and then just just the accessories with the donuts, it looks really good. So I'm not complaining too much. It's just I never had a Jax figure before, so
Yeah.
You had $12, you're getting $12 articulates.
and that's fine. He can sit on my desk and be good, just as good.
You're still getting more articulation than what Playmates or McFarlane did before.
Yep.
Which is the funny thing.
Their Sega figures have all the regular articulation of a 6-inch figure.
Yeah.
They have the double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, diaphragm joints.
I mean, still, this is, I think, a first for Simpsons figures even having elbows outside of Super 7. I think this Radioactive Man looks good. I don't know that he needed the light up chest, because I've been a long time viewer of The Simpsons.
Absolutely needed it.
I don't recall his chest ever lighting up, though. I mean, it's neat, but I feel like they could have done like one of these, because like the first wave, it's like Otto and Groundskeeper Willie, which I was like, okay, well they'll do like 2 main characters, 2 ancillary characters, and then now we've got Radioactive Man again, makes sense. and I like the comic book backdrop and the stand and all.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible Bulk Homer. Again, this is one that I think would be better as an exclusive. This was a fun episode. This was the Stan Lee episode, where Stan Lee shows up at the comic book, the comic book shop and doesn't leave. And,
Simpsons related. I watched this channel where they react to movies and whatnot, and they were reacting to the Simpsons movie. It was their first time viewing it, and their lack of Simpsons knowledge made me feel so old. Because they were young, like they didn't know certain tropes of the Simpsons and whatnot. I don't even know if they knew specific characters' names.
It was kind of like probably like when we were growing up and being that generation, like coming into the outside of the Flintstones. If you think about it.
I was heavily into Flintstones.
This is what, 36 years of The Simpsons, or
1989. So
man,
Yeah,
18-year-old.
If you go back to 87 with Tracy Ullman,
True.
because I used to watch. That was the only reason why I watched Tracy Ullman, was to see them.
So this Homer actually has a gimmick, and I can't tell. It doesn't look like he includes the fence, but they show that fence there. Then you get the again,
Dracula Burns.
Which again, that was one of the better Treehouse of Horror episodes, where they go to Pennsylvania instead of Transylvania. And these are all being.
He's got he's got a UV gimmick.
Yeah, he glows in the dark.
Oh, sweet.
And so these are all deluxe figures. So I guess that explains. I guess that Homer probably does come with the fence. But
yeah, it looks like from behind. I see the pieces.
Yeah, so these are going to be probably 25 in the stores. Okay, so this is not Wave 2. I stand corrected. So Wave.
This is.
Okay, Wave 2 is a little different. So it's a Bart variant, Krusty.
I think are those the smaller figures that don't have any articulation? Barely.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, yeah. So those are the 2.5 inch. So you're right, 2.5. So they don't have like a formal Wave 2 yet.
Nope.
I just want the part. Then I'll probably be out.
And as our last hit of the evening is a figure that I'm now super excited for. How long have I been asking for this figure?
When did
It looks good.
Come out? Like 2018.
I think so. So this is a Walmart exclusive. They're doing an Ultimate Tatsu for Ninja Turtles. Thank God he's just himself. You don't have to get him in a bundle with a foot soldier. He's got soft goods. Like this face sculpt is just.
It's awesome looking.
Perfect.
Probably
Love this
murdered
packaging. So, I don't recall him ever using a fan in the movie, though. Nor do I recall the Oni mask.
No. It's just a little bit of embellishment.
Yeah. But I dig it. Like they got that face sculpt perfect. Literally now all I need from the live action Ninja Turtles is I need my Ernie Reyes Jr. figure, because they
already did April.
They've done 2 versions of April. I don't care about getting the Secret of the Ooze version because, well, I never really cared for that recast.
Well, they did a version for that lady?
Not yet. But actually, technically, they've done 3 because they reused the likeness for the Universal Monsters one, the Bride of Frankenstein. So they did regular April, they did the Ultimates April, they did the Farmhouse April, they did the Bride of Frankenstein one, but they haven't done one for Secret of the Ooze or Turtles 3. I'm sure they'll also do like a a Casey Jones. They'll probably do another April and Casey 2-pack, and that's how they'll do
Judith
it.
Hogue? What is their name? Judith Hogue?
Yeah, Judith Hogue was the actress from the first movie.
She was pumped. Hey, people want to talk about me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
She seemed really cool in all the interviews, so
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, and I know they did 2 Kinos. I think one was an exclusive, and then the other one was I just never saw him because they had the one with the moped, and maybe that hasn't come out yet. But I'm waiting on that. When I get Kino, I just basically need Kino, Tatsu, and then if they somehow pull a Hail Mary and get Sam Rockwell's license, and we get an unmasked Sam Rockwell foot soldier, I'll get that. But you know, I do have my Danny, and I'm pretty good on my movie turtles. I guess that and Shredder's Throne. So yeah, the exclusive was definitely overpriced on that. So, but yeah, this all in. So unfortunately, no release date yet. Just that it's a Walmart exclusive. But honestly, like I don't have any fears about being able to find it. Like my Walmart's been pretty good with keeping all these exclusives, and also I have like 3 Walmarts to choose from. 4 technically.
My problem is I haven't been going to Walmart that much recently.
Just let me know if you're looking for anything.
No, so the only thing I can never find in there are Joe's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never see them.
No,
I did see
Not since
Quick
Lady
Pick
J.
a couple times.
you did. See, everything I've seen has been at Target except for, like I said the other day, or when I went to the one in Bernie, there were boxes, but no figures.
I did see the retro carded Remington Guard, like a bunch of them.
Yeah,
But,
mine was flush with them.
But then they were showing up in Ollie's, and I never seen that before.
Yeah, I never see them at Ollie's.
You know, all I've ever seen at Ollie's is Lady J.
And the Snake Eyes movie wave.
Oh.
Yeah, I randomly had what was a Kiko? Like a bunch of Akikos showed up at the Constant Friendship Target for whatever reason.
You know what?
And-
Dave didn't show up. Well, he didn't get to talk about it when he found that on Power to Prime's Optimus.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's a reissue everywhere.
It is.
Yeah, which is crazy. So that's a 40th anniversary reissue, and it's coming in at current day leader price, which was nuts. But it says nothing about it being 2024 or anything. It's like straight up reissue.
Just repaint.
Yeah, because they're doing the same thing with Fort Max. Like Fort Max is getting reissued because Patriot Prime was talking about it. He's like, yeah, I'm finally getting Fort Max, and Entertainment Earth restocked them. And I think that toy guy has been talking about it too. He's been talking about wanting restocks of the Titans, and he had made mention about Fort Max getting restocked. And then he also recently got a secondhand Metroplex, and he was like, I really hope they redo they do a reissue of Metroplex. And I'm like, I hope they redo Metroplex.
Right.
You know,
I'm shocked about the price point on the Optimus Power to Prime's Optimus, but because by today's standards, it's Commander class.
right? What would have made me excited is if they reissued it, but they got rid of the stickers. Like if they got rid of the stickers and they did tampos, that would be like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah, I still have that Optimus. That thing was really good back then.
I have the Nemesis version still, which had the alternate head sculpt for he wasn't Orion Pax, he was something else, and he had like that really evil looking like bird-like head sculpt, and then he had like the extra weapons. He had the big red sword, and then he had, because we thought it was going to be a pre-tool for Siege, but the sword that turned into a bird that they never reused.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, no, they did reuse it, but they used it on Siege Nemesis Prime.
Right.
Well, I actually own that then.
Yeah. So, you'd love to be a fly on the wall with some of this Hasbro stuff. Yeah. Well, I think that's going to do it for tonight's show. Before we go, do you guys have any reviews coming up or any content? Unicronus was it. Thank you, Princeton. Do you guys have any reviews or content coming up that you guys want to promote?
Yep.
I'm sure as soon as we get off here, that's what you're going to be doing.
My eyes are drying up.
Yeah. No, I mean, I just got some stuff. I'm trying to finish up that Joe Wave, and then don't know if you guys mentioned it before, but Valverse said that the Vanguard should be in their warehouse by the 15th. So hopefully by the end of the month, I'll have that vehicle in hand too. So that should be pretty interesting to see.
Cool. Yeah, when I get back from vacation, we should probably schedule up, like, I know Matt's on vacation now, but I should probably schedule up like something over at the house.
Okay.
Or do like a toy get together or something. Get a few people invited.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. All right. With that, thanks to everybody who showed up tonight. Thanks to all the folks in the chat, our chat squad. We love and appreciate you guys. We love and appreciate the replay squad too. So if you're not watching us live, don't be a stranger. Let us know in the chat anything that you're excited about that you saw at SDCC, any of the news, anything that's coming out that you can't wait for, or you have an opinion that's maybe the same as ours or different than ours. We want to know. Let us know if you got anything cool. If we haven't already. Yes. To read the comments, and if you haven't already, smash that like button because it does help us out in the algorithm. Be a friend, tell a friend that we exist. It's we'd love to get monetized so StreamYards can pay for itself. We can do some extra stuff with this channel, maybe fund some additional giveaways. Would be awesome. We do have more on the horizon with figure reaction. Mike, do you guys have that one scheduled already?
I think Monday we have the guys, excuse me, from that talk about the Kickstarter for Brutal Realm. It's currently has 300 backers. It's about 25% funded with about under 30 days left to go. But we're supposed to have those guys on this coming Monday, and should be pretty interesting. I haven't really read too much about their stuff yet, so it'll be great to interview them. And Meta Travelers, Marco and Jeremy keep asking about when they come back on, so hopefully. We'll get them on and they can maybe give us a couple teases before Wave 1 arrives this fall, winter, and then they got Legions Con coming out.
Awesome.
So yeah, lots of good stuff. We still got a couple cons this month, so but yep.
Yeah, NJCC's coming up too, sneaking up on everybody.
It is, yeah. There's been a couple things. The last ZoloCon at the Fuge NASA Training Center is going to be on the 19th, and then they're moving to a new place for the spring. So, anyone that wants to go and see that facility, I saw it in February, and it was actually pretty cool. So, but we had to mention though, everyone, when Jordan's saying about sharing this. We're at episode 291, so we are 9 away from 300. All right, yep. we gotta go big and go bold for that. So definitely want to bring you guys in on it. So.
Yeah, and we are currently sitting at 855 subscribers, so we need less than 150 to get ourselves monetized. And we really appreciate it. If you could be a friend, tell a friend that we exist. And if we haven't already, maybe today's the day we earn your subscription and ring that notification bell, because as Mike was talking about, you're going to want to see these episodes of Figure Reaction where we talk to folks that are working in the industry that are going to put cool toys on your radar that you maybe didn't know existed. I mean, maybe didn't know you needed in your life. And even if you don't have the means to get them, it's always cool to hear folks talk about the process of creating this stuff and bringing their passions to life. So with that, I hope everybody has a great and fantastic rest of their evening, a great weekend ahead, and we will see you all next Thursday at 9 o'clock right here on this channel, Figure Action. And yeah, peace out, bye-bye, and have a good one.
Bye.